Hi everyone, Aaron Anderson from Wanna Great. I'm going to try something different today. This is going to be a long form version of creating an integration from end to end. So I'm going to literally start from the very beginning. I have an idea in my mind, and we're going to use the tools that I use as a founder and for an automations company to create an internal automation from beginning to end. So, before we get started, we are gonna light a manifest candle to manifest time savings and productivity. And we're going to spray our manifest candle. Shout out to Moo's Apothecary. Okay, I got it in my eye. You're not supposed to do that. Let's get going. So, what is my idea? I want to be able to host tailored sales related calls faster. So this week I had a two discovery calls, a kickoff call, and like a discovery call. And I don't, in the deck that I have two decks, a kickoff deck and an all about one a great deck. They're not cutting it. I'm doing too much customization. So in this use case, I'm going to show you how I use all the different tools. So we're in our make.com account right now. We'll get back to here, but before I actually build, I need to start by designing and staying organized. So step one is actually to go into our Notion account. This is our main hub, and I'm going to create a new integration. Let's go ahead and click on that. And this is going to give me a full template. So I created a Notion page template, and these are all the attributes that I need to know about this. So this is going to be auto generate sales decks, and the client is going to be internal. This is like an internal one that we're building. I'll put in the use case in a minute, but I'm going to be using G slides. Let's make sure I don't have slides. So this is how I keep things organized. I'll use OpenAI or ChatGPT. Should have one. Yep. And let me just go into here. So here's what I want. So make, fill out, Calendly, OpenAI, Google Slides. All right. So we need Calendly. I don't think I have that app in here yet. Nope. I should have fill out. Cool. So here's the apps that we're going to be using. It's going to be built on Make. No revenue from this since it's internal only. I'm in the discovery stage here. This is how we track the progress. So this is all sales related stuff. This is actual build, and these are like additional statuses. Going to skip this part right here, and I'm going to start with discovery. So what questions do I have? Well, let's go to ChatGPT. I'm using 4.0. Obviously, told it that I'm creating an automation using these tools to be able to collect information about a use case and have it populate a Google Slides ahead of a presentation that I'm giving. So here's the information. So I'm just going to grab all of this and drop it into here. And yeah, so now now that I have this organized, I want to start to do a design. So I'm going to grab a Miro board. So I created one, and I actually have a template that I pre-created. So this helps me. So I'll use this template, and it's going to just magically put all my details in here. So fairly quickly, I'm going to grab the apps that I want to use. So we have OpenAI, potentially Google Sheets, HubSpot maybe in the future, but for sure Slack, Notion, for sure Google Drive, and I think I'm just missing fill out. So I'll go ahead and This looks good. So I'll drop that. This is going to go up into my app directory in a second. And I want to add some challenges first. So step one. So this is like sales, and it's really just me, and I'm sales. So let's go ahead and format these. Just one column. What are my challenges? So I can use AI for this as well, but spending too much time like tailoring sales decks, don't have a central hub for decks for use cases, and to be able to be proactive with customers ahead of calls. Let's just do that. So that's good. So sales challenges. Cool, we can delete that. And then now we're gonna organize our tools. So what are we using? This is gonna be internal sales deck creation automation. So HubSpot might be there, but not for now. We're definitely using Google Drive, probably using Google Sheets. Let's see, I want fill out for, oh, I already have fill out there. What else did I say? Calendly, yes. All right, let's name this. I'm really showing the background process, huh? I don't need that. I do want this. Let's grab Calendly. So I'm putting it in here and then just describing it. You should all know what's going on. Oh, duh, Google Slides. Presentation. And I think that's it for now. So, okay, so current state, let's design it. So I'm gonna just delete the box around it. Same for current state or for future state, except I get to throw away future state because I'm gonna copy this. So I'm just gonna throw this away, keep it pretty simple. What am I trying to do? So starting point is new sales call gets booked on my Calendly. And in this case, do you want to say hi? Come on. Oh, Alan wants to say hi. He also smells food. Hi. Okay. So I actually want to use one of these because there's going to be different types of calls. So type of call. So I'll just throw away most of these for now. And I am using BPMN, business process mapping notation, somewhat, kind of. Okay, so this would be like, let's just name the types of decks. So there's like a discovery call, there's a project kickoff call, discovery, proposal call. Okay, this is great. Let's just go from here. And these are ordered in the way that someone would typically go, so it actually makes a lot of sense. It's a line. So depending on one of these, then I really have to, like, today I have to find the deck, or I pretty much am creating these from, yeah, like create from scratch, all of them in G slides. And then like presenting during the call. Okay. Let's line these back up. And that's the current state. Let's go future state. So same thing happens here, except for I'm going to take out some things. What I'm going to do, what I'd like to do is add in a box right here. So it actually doesn't matter the type of call yet. So I'm going to break this and have when a new sales call gets booked on my Calendly, I should probably have different Calendly types. So let's go to Calendly. My account. So I have a launch call. Okay. Why don't we focus on just, I mean, for realistically today, within the next hour, I'm going to focus just on the discovery call, but that's fine. So I want to use fill out as the tool. And I might work backwards. So we're going to do create the like complete internal questionnaire. And for me, that's then going to route me to one of these. But I want to be reminded to fill out that call. So when a new, let's go to Slack. So send message when a call is booked via Calendly. And that is going to include this is add a sticky note, like include link to fill out form. I'll do that. The little box. And let's keep connecting. The joys of design. And then, so I like to change it to green when something's going to be automated. And then based on the question, it will, so this is going to be, let's just put a text box like merge form data, Calendly data into decks. So, yep, which means, and yep, all that. And then I want to actually get another Slack reminder notification on completed deck or review. So I want to do an internal review of the deck before we send it. And G slides, so this would be green. G slides, make edits, updates. Side note, I found this really fascinating tool called gamma.app that I've tried that allows you to create like AI decks. I don't think there's an integration to it yet, but it's pretty sweet. You can tell it's AI because the images that are generated are AI, but I wonder if there's something I can do here. We'll see. So yeah, so I'm going to set a notification. I'm going to make updates, make edits, and then, you know what else I need to do? Create a, Google Drive folder. It'd be nice to create a Notion. This is going to be a huge one if I actually go through with all this. Create Notion integration, like database item. Yeah, this is plenty to get started. This is a lot of work to get going and a lot of time savings already. I know I'm going to have more ideas later. By the way, the L command, key in, just typing L, which creates all those. Make this look pretty. This is going to be automated. But I also really have been wanting to like share a deck ahead of time, like make into PDF format or potentially or share view only link. Like I want to get people excited about the call and like let them know like what is happening. So you know what? Instead of incorporating that into the automation today, I'm gonna just make this as a side note for something I'd like to do in the future. But this is plenty. These would all be green. So cool. So I guess after building this, the reality is that I'm also going into Notion and populating it. So yeah, like create integration in Notion. Yeah, I think HubSpot's already automated, but I'm not using HubSpot as much as I need to, so it's not critical for right now. But this is a future state. So now that we have this, we can get to building. So we're going to go back to make and I'm going to say a discovery session for an hour is a bit too long. So I'm going to make some executive decisions. So first of all, we have an ability to ask some questions here. So first I'm going to actually change this link to discovery. And I have the ability to ask your organization, and we're getting their name. And I kind of want to ask a question like, which applications are you looking to integrate? And I'm going to make this required. And it's going to be one line. And I think this is required too, yeah. But I don't think this is required. Yeah, so this is, okay, interesting. Let's save and close that. So now for the fun part, let's go create a scenario. So I like to just add all of them and go from there. It's getting really hot. So I'm gonna open a window. Alexa, open blind 2. That'll open in a minute. Let's stay focused. So I guess the original one would be Calendly. So cool. So there's a watch event. And then what else do I want? Instead of adding it there, let's just add slides. Yep. I'm probably gonna do create a presentation. Look at the light. So create a presentation. We're gonna create a folder. We're also gonna upload a file at the end, but folder. Create a folder. This would happen first. And before this, I also want to add Slack. Which is going to send a message. Create a message. Cool. Is Phil out on here? Oh my goodness. Okay, there is, but I'm realizing this is going to be a multi-phase scenario. So I don't want to build this whole thing here. And that's because like this is gonna be scenario 1, and then which is triggered based on the call, and then scenario 2 is gonna be filling all of this out, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so there's actually 2 scenarios, so I can keep it pretty simple at first then. Fun. So let's name this like automatic or automating sales decks. Part 1, form completion. Cool. It's pretty much just gonna be, that. So I can actually get rid of these. And I'm not even gonna use this either. So let's set it up. I don't know if I've done this before. Yes. Okay, so let's name this one sales deck creation. Anybody created. This is my org. And I think I can even choose let's see if I can choose which cool, thank you. Okay. Well, I'll do that in a second, but let's see. I'll just use me and the channel. Let's find Aaron. Text new complete deck setup. And then we're going to want a link, which I know is going to be this. And then I'm going to put a URL in there in a second. but for now, let's keep that and save. From here, I'm going to need a fill out form. But I definitely want to filter it so it's only doing this for discovery sessions. Okay, so new form, let's just do a super simple one. Create form, this is going to be like a new sales deck form. Completes to create automated a tailored sales deck. Okay, and I need some questions. So, do a drop down. We'll do type of deck, and option 1 will be discovery, proposal, and project kickoff. I do sales and projects, so technically for me it's fine, but technically for everyone else it's not. That's fine. Let's just do create a tailored deck. So anyone can do it, regardless of what team they're on. So I want type of deck, and now I need to start thinking about what information I want to be pulling in. So going back to AI, here we have, so what necessary information do we need about the use case? So description, key benefits, challenges. So these are all things that I'm actually not going to know at this point. Required resources, but what I am going to know is who it's with, what team it's with, like what company this call is for, and we're talking just discovery. And I'm also going to know what apps that they want. So cool. I'm going to need some sort of database to put this, either Sheets or Airtable or Notion. We'll figure that out later. For now, okay, don't think too much about it. Let's just put this in. So, do customer name. We'll do apps to integrate. Customer company. And then use case. Okay. This one, we're going to make it larger, but I don't know how to do that off the top of my head. So this is great. Let's publish this. I always like to customize my links. Show new deck. Create deck. Cool. So come on. So now we're going into Slack and dropping this format is, you can find it here. I'll say new, just call it that. Keep it simple. Okay, so now I want to run it, but the problem with this is someone has a book account they call, so I don't want to do that. So instead of running it immediately, I'm going to run it on regular intervals, and I'm actually going to just start for today every day. So I want to run this module because I need some data from make. No bundles. Okay. Let's go. Um, let's try on demand. Ugh, come on, give me something. Whatever. Let's do it. Here we go. I'm still editing this, but is there a way to save it? I don't know. All right, let's book a discovery call. This is good because we get to test out like these fields. Yeah, okay, so call this Joe Test. Great.com. Company ABC. Let's do QuickBooks and HubSpot. I need help integrating. Can we create new customer records in QuickBooks? Deal is marked as closed won. Oh shoot. Oh no, I should have been running this. Okay, wait, there's data in the queue. Yeah. Yay. Okay, cool. So let's look at Slack. Okay, so real quick. So here's Slack, complete deck setup. Awesome. Here's my deck. Cool. It would be nice to merge these in, huh? It would, we'll focus on the big picture first. So right now, any new Calendly that gets sent to my Calendly is gonna do this. A couple things I need to change here. So, um, because of that, I need to, um, oh, hold on, what's my fill out? Okay, what am I trying to do? I don't need a Slack message for every time someone schedules a call, only for things with event types that end in this. So I believe what happens if I just put this here? Okay. Um, Event type 161631. Okay. Well, I feel pretty confident about that. So I am going to merge in the questions though, so I can see what's going on. Swarm. Okay, door has been opened. I do want to add a condition only for event type discovery call. So if this equals that, then move forward. If it doesn't, don't. Cool. Now in the Slack message, let's add in some customer details. So I kind of just want to not format like name, colon, whatever, whatever, because I want to copy and paste this fairly quickly. So let's just put it in the same format that I would paste it into the fill out form, which would be customer name, customer company. Okay, and then if I pull in their email, I'll be able to get that. And then from the questions, so I have, all right, don't hate me. Um, it's weird, I'm not, do I have to iterate out the questions? This is only giving me, yeah, answer company ABC. Yeah. Mm. Okay, well, it doesn't like it. Let's just put an answer in here. Let's put the question, the answer. Let's see what happens. So in order for this to run, we're going to need to turn it on again. Nothing's going to come through. But I am able to at least turn this on and get this going behind the scenes. So let's move on to the next step. So automating sales text part 1. Now let's create another one. Definitely want to create it in internal. Creating sales decks part 2. Creating the slides. So now we're going to use Drive. And we're going to create a folder. And we're also going to create a Notion database item. We're also going to ultimately send a Slack. This is where this comes in handy. So Slides, Slack, Notion, Google Drive. And I think I also want to get data from fill out. Yep. So I'm just going to save this. Create a message. It's going to happen at the very end. It tells me that I'm done. Let's go into fill out. And I'm going to move the beginning over there. Then it's going to create a folder. And then it's going to create slides. And I want this one to sit right there. Let's clean it up and create a database item and then send a message. Okay, this feels right. There's going to be multiple routes because there's going to be different types of slides to duplicate and Send. But we're going to call this discovery only for now. From fill out, let's start here. Let's keep going. So I think, okay, I have one, but I need a new one. Sales creation. Yep. Beautiful. So when this is submitted, we're now going to create a Google Drive folder. And here we go. I already had a folder location. It's going to be 00 clients. And then the new folder name is actually going to be customer company name. Pretty simple. And so that's creating a folder. Now I want to create a presentation from a template. This will be interesting. So I don't really have a template. Like I kind of do. I definitely want to be able to merge details in here and use AI to augment what I have, and come up with like a list of questions that I would ask if integrating between those two applications. Um, I think it's worth the. I do know that merging information into here is possible using these curly brackets. So this will be like customer name, call it customer company. And let's just get a working model going. So save this. And oh, you know what? Okay, I do have this, and I already put this in a folder. Okay, so I put this in a folder for automation templates do not change, and this is called the WannaGreat Discovery template. So that's good. So it's already in a folder. The title of this is going to be WannaGreat, and I want to pull in the customer company name and then call it like discovery session and copy the presentation from my shared drive. My presentation ID is going to be this, but we can also just find it. Okay, we found it. Um, okay, cool. So it saw that there was a value between the curly brackets. So the customer company name, this is pretty simple. We'll pull that in. When I go back and do more mapping, I am going to want to refresh it. And what it'll do is it'll look in the Google Slides and it'll find if there's anything else in double curly brackets. And then it'll give it to me as a value to populate. So yeah. And then the new drive location is also going to be in the shared drive. And in this case, I'm going to map it to the folder ID of the one from before. So it's going to create it within the folder of the one before. We'll test it to make sure that works. Anything else? Shared? Nah, we don't have to share it. Okay, cool. I really want to add OpenAI. We're going to do it. So we're going to create a completion, and we're going to do it up here. Why not? All right, let's pick a model. 4.0, where are you at? Oh, come on. Here it is. So role. It's okay to get confused about these. I'm going to pause and research this really quick. Okay, just kidding. I'm going to do it with us. So there's a documentation tab here that I can go to. I've done this already, by the way. So you have to create an OpenAI account. You put your credit card in here. You purchase tokens. And yeah, so I've already done that a while ago. But I want to create a completion. And I need to select the role and message content. So now we're coming over here. So let's find out. You know what I'm going to do? For the um, for the section on generating content with OpenAI, can you create prompts for me to use and tell me which type I should use? User, system, agent. Here are the here's information I have. So with the new version, it's actually pretty smart. So we're gonna just do this. Let's see if it'll do it. Let's see attached. Come on, full row. Okay, cool. Look at that. An AI summary. Okay. Okay, I like this one. This one is how they're gonna improve the customers' business operations. There's still a lot we don't know, like with the discovery call, but it can at least get us started to think about it. So in make, we're gonna tell it this. We're gonna use the role system, and then as a user. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 users. So let me move this a little closer. This is system, user, and we're definitely going to need to tweak this significantly, but for now, this will validate that we can do something. I kind of wanted to ask it a list of questions too. So you know what I'm going to do? Um, I think I usually do like 100. I should probably check. Oh yeah, temperatures. So I don't want it to get too crazy. So I'll do 0.5. The token probability. Um, Okay. And I would like it to also ask me some questions or like have a list of questions. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Choose 4O, add a message, and then the system. Yes, have a created presentation. There should be, yep. And then the user create a list of 5 discovery questions you would ask about the use case as it relates to the below information. And now, you know what I forgot to do is give it information. So let's do use case apps to integrate. Might as well feed it the company. So depending on how well this information is filled out, will actually pretty much drive how good this is gonna work. I'll let it be a little bit more creative over here, but we have to give it something. So it is like 4 p.m. by the way, or 5 p.m. almost, 5:13. Use case. And then company. Okay. It would be good to collect the person's role, like who the person I'm talking to, because the the responses would be great to be tailored to that individual. So let's keep going. So here, next in Notion, I want to, I'll do it manually. So here in Notion, my integrations, and this is the database ID. Um, okay, I don't think I want to do this at this point. This is probably overkill and it might just ruin my Notion organization thing. Let's see if this is going to work without this. And I can always add it in. But I do want to use like a different, like in Slack. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but like when I post it just from me, I don't get notified. So I want it to come from a bot. So I did set up a bot. You can follow the directions here. Pretty straightforward. Um, but yeah, let's new sales deck created. And then I'll call this, okay, so now I want to, okay, I kind of need to run it to get more attributes. So for now, let's just put the folder URL. Okay, let's go here. So what I'm doing is I'm just creating a URL and then check it out. And then putting text so that in Slack I know like what it is. This is being really slow. It's making me nervous. And we'll do the title. You know what? Oh shoot. Where did I close? Okay. So the presentation ID, yeah, I'm gonna do one better. So I'm gonna do that and then the presentation ID, and then it'll give me the title of the presentation and everything will be perfect, right? Okay, it's not gonna run, but I can turn it on. Dun, dun, dun. We're at 56 minutes, so we're 4 minutes away from my hour cutoff mark to see if we can get this going. Um, let's auto line this so it looks cute, and is it on? Yeah, it's on. Okay, so we're gonna see if this works now. We are doing discovery. We're doing company ABC. I guess that should be Joe Anderson, ABC. Oh, you know what I want to do? Sorry, I keep remembering things. So the AI completion, like what AI creates, I got to put it in. I got to throw that in the slides. That's kind of why we're here. This is what we're doing, right? So let's just duplicate this slide, and this is going to be like questions. Cool. And um, we'll call this AI questions. And then let's do another slide. Value. Cool. That means that when I go back here, if I refresh this, you should appear. Cool. So I now want to, can I name this? Yeah. Um, okay. Uh, the first one tells me the value. And I think the second one I did tells me the questions. We're going to find out real quick. Cool. Okay, save. Saved. Let's go to history. I guess I can close out of a lot of these. Okay, so let's do HubSpot, Clay, OpenAI. 0. It's a pretty interesting one. Take leads or take deals from HubSpot that have been marked as closed won. Run them through Clay.io to then transform the data via OpenAI and create a customer profile in 0. Okay, this is not a real use case, but this, let's see. I'm curious what AI thinks about that example. I kind of wanted to tell me not to do it. Okay, so it'd be nice to tell if I could probably build that. Like, what is the success rate of this integration? Um, Here we are. It's on. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that we're good. Okay, that's fine. Um, what if let's just find it. Where is this? Um, well, I can go to my folder. I'm gonna pause. Okay, moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. My folder was created under clients, company ABC. My Google slide was created. Oh my gosh, here's company ABC. Let's see what AI gave me. Okay. Okay, so it's answering like yeah, like I need to revise the prompt, but data transformation needs. Okay. Okay. Um, you know what? This is a start. This is a start. I think if I gave it like a more realistic use case, simplified it, it would have done it better. There are a number of error handler components in here. So one of them is like if I do this again and I use the same company ABC, let's say this project got moved to the proposal phase or like we're kicking off the project. I don't want it to create like another company folder with the same name. So I'd have to make sure I'd go back and check a couple things. But overall, this um it did it. Now the real question is how many discovery calls do I need to have, because how long would it have taken me to actually create a deck by duplicating it and typing this information in? Maybe 10 minutes, five, not even 5 minutes. How long did we just spend on it? An hour? How long am I going to spend another couple hours creating this? Yeah. In the long term, though, having this and not having to worry about creating it would be brilliant. So I'm happy. We are past the hour mark, but we did create new sales decks um, using OpenAI, Google Drive, Slack, fill out. You can also use Google Forms, no problem. Calendly. Yeah, nice work. Good job, everyone. Talk to you later.